What's up? That is the Plan Nation. I am Killer Cockstar. A lot of you guys have been hitting me up on the interwebs lately saying, Anthony, what the fuck? Why don't you review that fucking Angry Birds soundtrack? Angry Birds soundtrack. Angry Birds soundtrack. Even the Angry Birds people want me to review the freaking Angry Birds. And it's only right. It's only good. It only makes sense. I need views. So here on this new soundtrack over here, we have wonderful, beautifully composed music that is all original, all brand new. All the tracks are recorded this year. How can we go wrong here? Our first track here is from Mr. Blake Shelton, who I believe is one of the Angry Birds, and the song is titled Friends. There's a lot of terrible new original country music out there, but that was not bad. That was cute. It was feel good. I could see the film opening up with this track. I could see all the Angry Birds blowing up and dying, because that's their natural tendency. That's what they do. Next we have I Will Survive, a classic song that you might remember, but Demi Lovato's singing it. What was wrong with the original? Wonderful Life by Matoma. I'm not familiar with this song or this artist. This is a little too sunny for me. It's a little too sunny. This is the Angry Birds movie over here. Can't you guys play it a little edgy? Can't you play it a little edgier? Triple T! The next song is On Top of the World by Imagine Dragons. It sounds like the Red Hot Chili Peppers if they were never good, had no real, organic instrumentation in the mix, and just had an over-rock chorus. You guys rickrolling me? Oh, we have a wonderful track here from Miss Charlie XCX, titled Explode, which is what the Angry Birds do. Our next track here is from Angry and the Birds, a brand new composition that you've never heard before. It's called Rock You Like a Hurricane. I'm hearing this and I'm imagining in my mind the Angry Birds just gearing up for battle to murder all those pigs and their children. Next song is from Mr. Stephen A.O.K. These next two tracks over here on the soundtrack, when I think Angry Birds, I think these tracks. Next song on here is from our good friends at the band Limp Bizkit, and the song is called Behind Blue Eyes. I can only hope that this soundtrack does for this song what the Shrek soundtrack did for Smash Mouth's All-Star, and that's just turning into a big fucking... Kill me! Alright, seems like we're ending over here with a few little pieces of Peter Dinklage with the Mighty Eagle song. Defender of our homes and... I like that. Mighty, mighty eagle, rescue me. Rescue me. And now, to end things off, we have the Angry Birds movie score medley. And that's it, guys. Those are my thoughts on the Angry Bird soundtrack. And I'm not really sure what else to say. This has been my review. Attention. Come to the stage. Time to talk to you. The next president of the United States.
My fellow Americans, I thank you for your support. I thank you for your support. But ask not what it is memes can do for you, but what it is you can do for the memes.
And welcome to the Meme Review. And in this episode of the Meme Review, it is a very special episode because we are celebrating the 15th year of cancer. covering one of the juiciest memes of the primary election season, Bernie or Hillary. This meme began in early 2016 as a set of unofficial Democratic election campaign posters were circulated around LA, allegedly by Tumblr and Redditor Obvious Plant. And the posters imagined Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton's stances on the issues that mattered, like Radiohead and memes, typically comparing Sanders' down-to-earthness with Hillary Clinton's out-of-touchness. Then once this meme hit the net, it caught on big time with Bernie Sanders supporters and meme creators, particularly in the Facebook group Bernie Sanders Dank Meme Stash. And this meme has seen quite a bit of viral spread. There are lots of very dank variations of this meme, which deal in issues such as mosh pits. This one about Royal Dance cookies is wonderful because I remember being at old people's houses when I was a kid and seeing these cookie tins used both for holding cookies and random junk. We also have Run the Jewels, Fight Club, as well as toilet paper being infused into this meme in hilarious ways. I also love this one meme where it's Hillary versus Hillary about the Iraq War, showing that she is essentially flip-flop on the issue like she has many other issues over the years. There are almost an infinite amount of variations to this meme where you can essentially highlight Hillary's ivory tower aspirations against Bernie's populist politics. I, right off the bat, give this meme 1,000 points for its hilarity, its pertinence, its relevance, its remixability. But sadly, this meme is headed for the glue factory because the American political system does not allow candidates to run against each other indefinitely. And unfortunately, it's looking like it's going to be Hillary. We are not going to get the presidential battle that I think the meme economy needed in order to increase meme exports over the next 4 years. Because Hillary's likely clinch of the Democratic nomination, I think, will mean the death of many great memes. Take a look at the fact that recently Hillary had handed a death blow to the delete your account meme in a Twitter beef with Donald Trump. And now that we are checking our super meme computer 4000, that meme is confirmed to be on life support. That meme had a family, you fucking bitch. This once humble social media insult has now been elevated to mom meme status. And this comes during a time when the political climate hasn't exactly been meme positive. More and more politicians every day are declaring a war on memes. You have total asshole Vladimir Putin banning memes outright in Russia, making them illegal. And you have total retard Martha Orito Rodriguez, a Mexican congresswoman, who is trying to make there a 4-year prison sentence and maybe a stiff few $1,000 fine for posting up some memes that might criticize her or hurt some other people's feelings on the internet. Memes are looking pretty fucked right now, guys, so you better enjoy this fucking series while you can, because there might not be any memes to review next year. So in honor of the potential death of memes, as well as the end of Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign, whether he knows it or not, we are here at the Meme Review going to be giving a 21 air horn salute right now. I'm going to rank this meme as a dank, but pretty dead meme at this point. Yeah, it's a dank, dead meme. I hope you all are doing well. Thanks for watching this new episode of the Meme Review. Here's an outro. Hey, buddy, did you hear the news? It's me review.
not know my memes, but I know how to shut your shit down.
I watch them anyway, fuck you.
Anthony Fantano laughed a little and said, "I love shitty hipster music," and placed his hands gently on my hips. I put on the latest Kanye West album and pictured myself getting fucked by Kanye on his motorized bike vehicle. The thought of Anthony Fantano's hand so close to my cock started making me hard, but I couldn't stop thinking of Stefan Burnett's cute face. Anthony's legs were pressed firmly against my thighs, his body held close and tight to mine, and all the appropriate things for somebody who won't stop gobbling down YouTube revenue. Don't worry, it's vegan variety YouTube revenue, and I loved it. I loved the feel of him against me and began hoping and praying that my gut instincts were correct, that this cute meme was gay and going to be open to acting out his sexual instincts.
Hi everyone, welcome to the list. I'm Mr. List, and in today's list video, I'm going to be talking about Donald Trump's 5 best cabinet picks. Donald Trump is going to be the president come hell or high water this coming January. You guys fucked up. But I think going into Trump's administration, we should give him the benefit of the doubt, go into 2017 with an open mind, and just step back and let Trump have the opportunity to make America great again. And through Trump's cabinet picks, I think we're starting to get a hint as to how he's going to go about doing that. And while some of his picks have been controversial, in this video, I'm going to talk about his 5 most smart, greatest, best, believe me, cabinet picks that he has made thus far. Now listen, Gargamel, at first, I wasn't really down with this choice either. Some people on the left are citing his lack of foreign policy experience as a reason not to name him Secretary of State. But if we look at Gargamel's track record, I have no reason not to believe that he's going to always put America first when it comes to coming together with foreign policy decisions. And he has openly stated that he is fully committed, like Trump, to draining the swamp because that would affect the Smurfs ecosystem, making their little town there uninhabitable, forcing them out and making them easy pickings for Gargamel and his cat, which I fully agree with because those little blue fuckers are ruining this country. Dr. Claw, as Secretary of Education, I fully agree with this, and I have to come out and say how strongly I agree with this because there have been people that, disgustingly so, have been calling Dr. Claw's PhD into question. So what if Dr. Claw didn't go to some hoity-toity liberal arts 4-year university? Online university is perfectly fine. No shame at all in getting an online degree, guys. And that is especially true in the case of Dr. Claw. I mean, look at how much success he's seen over the years just merely based off of these online classes that he's taken. And I feel like this experience is going to give Dr. Claw an alternative perspective on the education system of today, which needs overhauling because there are too many people who it's just not benefiting. And above all, I think it's his stick-to-itiveness that's going to make him a great Department of Education head, because no matter how many times Inspector Gadget foils his plans, he's right back at it in the next episode. Dr. Claw does not get depressed. He does not take a day off. Some people have been asking, what does Shadow the Hedgehog even know about mass transportation, even know about the way people go to and fro in this country? All I know is that in terms of mass transit, America is not #1. And this whole thing is about making America great again. And if Shadow the Hedgehog knows one thing, it's how to go fast. Whether it be cars that go faster but with lower gas mileage or high-speed rail, I fully entrust the Department of Transportation to Shadow the Hedgehog. He knows how to get from point A to point B better than anyone else. I mean, maybe with the exception of Sonic the Hedgehog, but he was busy eating chili dogs. I gotta say, the pick I am most hype about in this whole list is Judge Dredd as Attorney General. Sure, Judge Dredd might be a little bit unorthodox. He might be a little bit of a loose cannon. But this guy knows the court system like the back of his hand. And you know that no matter what decision he's making, it's justice. That's Judge Dredd, bitch. He is the law. Plus, he's the most badass judge on the planet. And if Congress doesn't approve Judge Dredd as, Attorney General, then maybe at least down the road he could be potentially a Supreme Court pick. Because if he'd be better at anything than Attorney General, it's a Supreme Court justice.
And finally, number 5, Lord Scum as the head of the EPA. Some would say that Lord Scum's love of pollution and his many battles with Captain Planet and his crew would make him unqualified to be the head of the EPA. I disagree, because we need to get America working again, bitch. Lord Scum is going to come through and give us the kind of deregulation, the kind of cutting of red tape that's going to bring jobs back to this country, yo. Because everybody's moving out because they don't want to pay taxes, they don't want to worry about the environment. Lord Scum's going to fix that, guys. Lord Scum's going to bring all those jobs back. Who needs clean water anyway? Clean water's for fucking home. Dark plumes of smoke in every direction as far as the eye can see sounds good to me. Keeps the sun from glaring in your eyes. You don't even need to wear sunglasses anymore, dude. Guys, given these cabinet picks so far that we've seen, I'm pretty psyched for the next 4 years. Because without a doubt, Trump and all these characters are gonna make America great again. Hell yeah!
Not know my memes, but I know how to shut your shit down.
I watch them anyway, fuck you.
Go vegan, my little kumquat. Go.
The meme.
Best teeth.
Give me your money!
For the memes.
Nobody cares.
Then bleach.
Whoopsies.
What up, cuckboy?
When a man sticks his into a woman's.
How is there a minute of this crap?
Could be triggering.
That's one spicy meme.
By mass flagging every
I never lose. I barely even take any damage.
No wonder you've been fighting.
Pepe the Frog.
Meme reviews are the future.
Anthony Fantano's head inside my ass.
Disagree with me.
Notice how I only brought memes to give this message? That's because you're a dank memer, and you won't listen any other way.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
Anthony Fantano is a cuckboy.
I hate Anthony Fantano.
Hey, what's up, guys? 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 Hey, what's up, guys?
Why did put the dick in a puss?
Hey, people who watch me online ask me all the time, hey Anthony, how does a lowly plebeian like myself, who does not have the best teeth in the game, get into the music industry like yourself? And I always have the same answer for that person: don't! Reason being, the music industry is a horrible place, it's dangerous, you always gotta be looking out for your, you always got to be watching your, looking out for your back, watching your back. You got to be looking back here, because you don't know who to trust. You don't know who's going to betray you. You don't know who's going to slap a knife back there. I'm not going to lie, you know, I've been in this industry a little while now. I've made a few enemies, but what I'm about to show you, I did not see coming. What is this? What is that? Do you see this? Do you see this right here? No, you can't. Do you see this? Do you see this, man? What is this? Okay, fueled by ramen. I get it. I get it, fueled by ramen. I get it. What is this stupid thing? The pin drop? The pin drop? Really? Like nobody said that before? Like nobody's come up with that? Like that's really original. That's smart. Actually, I think it's like in reference to travel, like a pin on a map. That's kind of smart. But who is this
this guy? Who is this?
This is me. This is me. Where are his chiseled good looks? Where are his amazing cheekbones? And listen, we know this dude don't have the best teeth in the game. Those pouty lips, that's not me. I'm not a pouty lip person. I've got a strong jawline and a face that'll go in your face. Okay, fueled by ramen. Listen, this is why you guys are taking L's, okay? You're eating ramen. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning and drink at least half a dozen vegan shakes before you're gonna get one on Fantano. This is me and this is you. Slamming elbows. I'll elbow slam every one of you that's dressed like me and every one of you that's not dressed like me. You'll be getting so many elbows, you'll be amazed to hear that I only got 2 of them. After the mayhem I bring down there on your heads, you'll think I got 6, 7, 8 freaking elbows. As far as I know right now, you got 2 options. You can take this video down, all of this can be resolved, or also, you will need to put up at least 5 apology videos. And the band over here who you put up to this, who I know didn't do this on their own accord, these guys clearly do not have internet access. At least not for a while. The visual aesthetic of the video is very YouTube like 10 years ago. I don't know what you guys are paying these bands. It's clearly not enough for them to afford internet access because they think the internet and they think YouTube still looks like this. This is clearly like 8 years out of date aesthetically. So you can take the video down, put up all these apology videos, and I will not expose you guys. I will not expose the label. I won't expose your business practices. I will not expose my Brendan Urie JFK assassination theory. I promise not to expose the 21 Pilots hentai smuggling ring. And I will not leak all of the voicemails that Haley from Paramore has sent to me threatening to kill me because I didn't give their album a 10 out of 10. Those are my terms. Hopefully you guys are smart enough to agree with them. The video you put up parodying me is disgusting, it's disrespectful, it's beneath you, and you're just putting me in an awkward position here. I don't want to be in a position where I gotta bust out this beefy elbow. Do you see how beefy this elbow is? I don't want to be in a position where I gotta bust it out. All right, you guys are smart. I'll leave it from here, and I await your response. And a PayPal payment of $10,000. I'll be looking in my PayPal for the $10,000, looking for the video removal, be looking for all the apology videos, and an album of songs dedicated to how great I am on the next Front Bottoms album. And there we will go. All right, love you guys.
Read your countless comments, baby! These videos are gold. Are you kidding me right now, bro? Kidding me, bro? You better be joking, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? Did you seriously just reference the gold standard? Marks debunked the gold standard! I'm having a hard time pinpointing exactly when that happened. Yes. Yeah. I'm reading the book. It says it here. I'm learning. This is a bunch of capitalists. It's right here. It says, Marx debunked the gold standard. Yeah! So I spent this past weekend educating myself. Try it sometime, you shitload man, baby. I was checking my privilege by watching lots of videos from Lacey Green and BuzzFeed. I can't afford any extra gender studies courses right now. I'm $50,000 in debt. Buy my Hillary drawing. If only there were a presidential candidate offering free college. With a vagina! Then I could vote for her! But all of a sudden, BuzzFeed hit me with a dose of reality!
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
You gotta give it to BuzzFeed! They're always asking the questions that keep me awake at night! Why haven't I spoken about Trump in my videos yet? Well, as a person of no color, it would be racist to disagree with a person of color. Orange is a color! Orange lives matter! I don't want to be male if Trump is male. I'm gonna change my gender! Get out of this sexist, patriarchal, disgusting, oppressive, violent gender binary right now! Which is why from now on, you will refer to me as a gent. A real gent. A true gent. Gender expression that's not Trump associated. That way, I don't gotta worry about being the same gender as Trump. Cause that's important for some reason. Present Donald Trump, baby! Whoo! 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 Bam! Y'all been asking me for another thick vegan smoothie!
We're not fucking around this time. We got bananas. We got bananas. And we got bananas. And believe me when I tell you, they're fucking ripe. They're not these, sort of not totally ripe yet bananas. Though you could do that if you want. Now, some people have been telling me, hey man, I'm a big baby. I'm 24, but I eat like I'm 4. I'm not really all into that whole veggies and greens shit. Can you do something for people who are babies? And I said, you know what, buddy? Yes, I'll do something just for the babies. So this shout out to the babies in this particular thick vegan smoothie. So, what are we gonna do in this thick vegan smoothie episode? Yeah! We're getting some peanut butter. There's not too much left in this jar, so we're just gonna finish off the jar, motherfucker. There we go. Are we measuring? No, we're just putting it all together. Because. So we're just spooning out some peanut butter here. Beep. We got 6 fat-ass bananas in this blender. We're not going to drink all the smoothie. We're going to save some of it for later. Or you could save some of it for a loved one. Okay? Just kind of take these same elements that I'm putting into this smoothie and put in the ratios that you see fit to kind of get the flavor that you think is a perfecto flavor. Yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. All right. Blip, blip. All right. That's it. That's it. That's all for the peanut butter. It's gone. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Ooh! I just remembered something. Just remembered something that I have. Something that I have. Something that I have. Something that I have. Where is it? Fuck! Here we go. Ugh. Yo, I made cashew milk, bitch. Ugh. 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 So I just made it. So it should be good. Smells fine. Tastes fine. Let's pour some of this shit in here. Ooh, it's pretty thick. I should water it down. Here we go. Let's throw some water in there. So what do we have in here right now? We have chocolate. No, we don't have chocolate. That was going to be my next ingredient. But we have bananas. We have peanut butter. We have some cashew milk. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here! Do fruit flies understand English? God damn it. Bananas, peanut butter, water, some cashew milk, which is optional. You don't gotta have the cashew milk in there if you don't want to. We're gonna throw in some flax seeds so we get the omega-3s. Anybody who is in the comments saying, Anthony, I hate you, I'm healthier than you, this isn't healthy, I wish you would die, preemptively, fuck you. And now, we're going to throw in a little bit of cocoa powder, because we want it to be chocolatey. Bananas already have natural sugar in it, so no need to add any sugar or any refined sweeteners or anything like that. So we have cocoa powder, some peanut butter, some cashew milk, some water, some flax seeds, some bananas, and here we are. We are ready with our chocolatey, peanut buttery, banana-y treat. Let's go. 1,
2, 3.
Fuck you! Yeah! God damn it! Yeah! Yeah! Get it, bitch!
Here we go.
Yeah! 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 Woo!
All right. Whew. It doesn't seem that chocolatey. Maybe I could have thrown a little more cocoa powder in there. Lady's choice for however chocolatey you want it to be. Just gonna give this cap a rinse. Give it a little rinse. Okay. And here we go. The moment of truth. The pour. Whew. That looks nice. Thick, a little chocolatey. Could probably put a little more cocoa powder in there. Again, your preference. Ooh, tastes nice. Tastes real good. Lots of energy now. Gonna go slam out some reviews. Maybe run around. I hit the gym yesterday, so I'll be doing that again tomorrow. Oh, though that was just a workout as well. Yeah!
Thanks, Obama. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Barry. Thank you, Barack Obama. I say that unironically because in this video we're gonna be listing the top 5 reasons that Barack Obama was a great president, a fantastic president, and we're gonna miss him. Number 1. Cookie breaks. Barack Obama was a progressive president. He was ahead of the curve in terms of other presidents who preceded him because he was the first president to institute mandatory cookie breaks. Yum, 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 yum. Chocolate chip, raisin oatmeal, macadamia nut, rainbow fucking sprinkles. You know, the little dry Italian cookies that you usually have with coffee. Barack Obama was a guy who not only worked hard, he also played hard. And he knew that, you know, when you get tired, you get exhausted, you should probably take a little break. Have a little snack, you know, having a snack attack. Barack Obama knew the power of the cookie, and I feel like he appreciated that more than any other president did, so I commend him on that. Fuck anybody who hates cookie breaks. Number 2, he had the best catchphrases.
The greatest catchphrase!
No other president on the face of the planet had better catchphrases. I mean, look at Abe Lincoln. What shit did he say? We are afraid, but we fear ourselves. That's stupid. What was it? Was it Bill Clinton? He said to the American people, I cannot tell a lie. Except you did, Bill. Except you did, you asshole. I think it was Roosevelt who said, I scored 7 years ago. We should be winning now, scoring now. Put some points on the board now, you dick. That's why I love Barack Obama. He won us so much that by the time his presidency was over, I was tired of winning personally. And part of what made him a winner are his awesome catchphrases, which include cornball. Remember that one? When he said that, is it Sunday? 'Cause it feels like Sunday. Raindrop, drop top. This dick ain't free. Drone strike now. All of these catchphrases, they're gonna go down in history as the greatest catchphrases any president ever uttered in the history of the office. So I'm pretty happy that that'll be one of the many ways that Barack Obama's legacy goes down in history. Goddamn, I gotta give full credit to Barack Obama on this one. The dude brought back Suck It. You know, one of the greatest pieces of American culture from the late 90s, early 2000s was DX, when WWE was WWF. And what made them so awesome is they were all like, suck it, bro. Suck it. Well, what was good about Obama is he fucking, brought this shit back. This piece of cultural beauty that frankly was lost during the Bush era. Lost because George Bush didn't know where he was steering the country. Apparently, away from Suck It, Barack Obama brought it back. Every once in a while there'd be some foreign power being like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm moving here, don't look at me. Don't look at me. And Barack Obama's just like, bam, suck it, bitch. Even Joe Biden, he would freaking get behind Barack and then put his arms around him and go, but bam, doing like a friend suck it, like a double suck it. And believe it or not, this is part of what made Barack Obama's foreign policy so effective over the 8 years. Everyone dreaded an Obama suck it because it usually came with a drone strike too. Number 4, the reason that Barack Obama was a great president is he protected 90s kids. Over the past 8 years of Barack Obama's presidency, I don't think there was a single demographic group in America that was persecuted more than 90s kids. Poor 90s kids watching all the things they enjoyed when they were legitimately kids in the 90s, not fetuses, not toddlers, kids in the 90s, watching all of their favorite things get rehashed and destroyed on the internet and enjoyed nostalgically by people who didn't even fucking live through it. You didn't even live through any of that shit. But with the Protect 90s Kids Act of 2006, Barack Obama, he came through and he was like, nope, we're putting a stop to that because 90s kids, you have to respect their culture. And that's true. Us 90s kids, we have a rich culture, and I don't like seeing it being appropriated by kids who were clearly born in the 2000s, by kids who were clearly born in 1999. You weren't a fucking kid during the 90s. You were wearing diapers. And number 5, my final reason that Barack Obama was a great president, and this one brings a tear to my eye when I think about it. This dude has not seen a single Transformers movie. He has not seen a single Transformers movie. Do you realize how important that is to the culture of cinema in this country? One of the worst things to happen to movies in America, Transformers movies. And Barack Obama took a strong, not an authoritarian, because I understand freedom of speech and everything, but still, he took a strong stance on Transformers films by avoiding the franchise entirely. Didn't see a single Transformers film, even though this was a very polarizing issue for him as president, and a lot of Americans hated him over it. A lot of Americans voted for Donald Trump because of Obama's stance on the Transformers franchise. Still, I'm glad that he stuck to his principles. He said, no, I'm not going to go see the erosion of quality filmmaking in Hollywood. I'm just not going to go witness that. I'm not going to support that. And even though there are a lot of Americans to this day, I personally feel are ignorant because they went to the box office, they went to the theater, they sat down, they ate that overpriced popcorn and Twizzler shit. And, Barack Obama, he was above it all. He was like, I'm just going to go see a Von Trier film instead. You know what? I'm not going to watch that new Transformers film. I'm just going I'm just going to stay home and rewatch my favorite episodes of Breaking Bad. That's fucking leadership. Leadership I think America hasn't seen in a long time, and maybe never will see ever again, because that type of leadership, it comes around just once in a country's lifetime. And I think that's where we have to leave it off here. Those are my top 5 reasons Barack Obama was a great president. I thank you for watching. And Barack, I know you're going to do good things post White House. You're going to continue to influence the country to make the right decisions. And hey, here's a suck it for you, buddy. Ba-bam! Ba-bam!
Not know my memes, but I know how to shut your shit down.
I watch them anyway. Fuck you.
Cock. Hey! What up, everybody? Antoine Fantoine here, internet's busiest music nerd. It's cold outside. It's snowing. It's disgusting. Why? It's spring. Ugh. All right. This is, I assume, going to be my last video talking about this. I thought I would just make a quick video on the second channel over here because there's not a whole lot in terms of major updates to my thoughts on this record. However, the ever-evolving Kanye West album, The Life of Pablo, it is out again, but now on Apple Music, it's on iTunes, it's on all major streaming platforms other than Tidal, and it has a new mix. Now, before we talk about that, let's take a walk down memory lane for a second here. Memory lane, memory lane. Here we go. Here we go. You remember this? Do you remember this? This happened back in February. My album will never, never, never be on Apple, and it will never be for sale. You can only get it on Tidal. What? It's almost as if that was bullshit from the get-go. And you know why? Because this album, it's not just on Good Music, it's on Def Jam. And Def Jam Records does not release albums for them to be exclusively released on one of the smaller music streaming platforms on the internet. They release albums to be sold and streamed by everyone so that they can make money. You know, for sure, I'm sure they did Kanye solid to sort of, you know, have an exclusive release on Tidal first. But it's Def Jam we're talking about here. You know, they're a record business. Their business is in record sales. So, you know, they're going to be looking for their cut, and they want the music to be released so that everybody can have access to it. It's the record label. All right. Let's move on. So this album, new mix, and I think it's an improvement to the record. I think the mix improves this album. It's a better mix. The bass is so resonant. There's less clash. There's less clutter. And overall, I just think the album sounds better. You know, to be honest, it didn't make me fall in love with any tracks that I didn't previously love, but I do think it makes tracks like Fade bearable. I actually think the groove on that track sounds way better now that the bass is way more resonant, way more full, way more vivid. You know, I guess compositionally I'm still not in love with the track, and there are a number of other songs here that conceptually, musically, I don't really care for. I still think Highlights is a very mild moment on the record. I still think Waves is painfully boring. Lowlights is totally filler. Now that the album has been out a while, it's pretty obvious that track where Designer is featured is not really an original Kanye West song as much as it's just a remix of a Designer song with Kanye West vocals thrown on top and a beat change in the midst of the track. So the thing is, while this mix is good and it does improve the album, overall I do think the album is better because of this mix. And there are some bass lines, or I guess subtle musical moments that I didn't hear before. Either they were added in later, or they were in there all along, but this better mix has brought them to just greater prominence. So the music, the production, it just sounds better. However, even though the mix was lackluster on the version that came out on Tidal, the version that was being shared around the internet, it wasn't one of my major issues with the album. I thought the subpar mixing and the kind of messy, somewhat lo-fi vibe of the record was a part of just how chaotic and messy and crazy and unhinged the album was supposed to be. I thought it was essentially a part of the aesthetic. And I mean, I think it worked to a degree. I don't think the album is necessarily made worse by it being cleaned up a little bit in terms of the mix, because the sounds that are in the mix, a lot of which are very raw, still sound crazy, especially on tracks like Freestyle 4, for example. Tracks like Ultralight Beam still sound fantastic, and that's another thing. All the songs that I loved when I originally heard the album, I still think are great. In fact, I think they sound better. Again, I guess it all sounds better, to the point where, I could see myself feeling like maybe a strong 6, a light 7 on a really great day, on the greatest of days, but overall I am feeling more positive toward just the sound of this album. But still, those moments, especially the lackluster lyrical moments on this thing, like the Dick GoPro upgrade or bleached assholes and all that shit. Of course, all of that, this mix has done nothing more than just make all of that just louder and more obvious and in your face. So, this mix isn't fixing any of the lyrics or anything, any of the lyrical shortcomings of this album. And that's the thing, there's so many other glaring flaws about this record other than just the mix. So, I don't know, I will definitely take a listen to any other revisions to this album that there may be in the future. Of course, there are still rumors of that going around the internet, that there's going to be another version, and yet Kanye is also going to be releasing, allegedly, that TurboGrafx 16 record at some point this year. So, it'll be interesting to see if that album takes on the same aesthetic, the same style, is also chaotic. And other than that, I'm not really sure there's anything else I wanted to say. I guess the update is that the mix is better. It's a better mix now that it's on iTunes, now that it's on Apple Music. I guess my last comment on this is, why wasn't this the mix originally when the album came out? I mean, going back to my video where I talked about albums sort of being alive in a sense and sort of revising albums before the audience's very ears, I'm interested in that concept. I think that is an interesting concept. I think that's a cool concept. But Kanye, for the most part, is kind of leaving us in the dark about this concept, if that is in fact what he's trying to do. It just kind of seems like he's changing the album when he gets around to it. He's telling us that things aren't going to happen, like the album's not going to be on Apple, and then it ends up on Apple. He's not giving us fair warning as to what he's doing. He's really just kind of keeping us in the dark and surprising us and giving reason to sort of talk about him and buzz about this record again and again and again. It's a little manipulative, but that's kind of the game that Kanye plays. What are you going to do? Other than enjoy the music if it does in fact appeal to you. So I will say before I close this video out, if you thought the sound of this record was trash, shout out to my dude Digibro, because I know you hated the sound, I know you hated the mix of this record originally. If you thought the sound of The Life of Pablo was garbage, then I recommend that you try out this new mix, because it is better. It is cleaner, there is more bass, there is more resonance, there do seem like there are some subtle musical additions to the mix here and there, maybe some background vocals or bass lines that, like I said before, either they were added in or you could just hear them better now, because the mix, there's just more space, it's just better organized, there's less clashing. Even though previously I saw the appeal behind that in a sense, because it felt like Kanye was going crazy, he was going raw, and the mix reflected that. But now I guess, it's that rawness, but it's a little more clear. It's a little more crisp. It's a little more HD, I guess you could say. So yeah, those are my thoughts essentially on the sound of this slightly newer version of the life of Pablo. And I don't know, hopefully the next revision, if there is another revision of this record, it does tip the scales even further toward just me feeling more positive about this album, because I do think there are good things about this album, and there are terrible things about this album. But, you know, it would be crazy to see if this album sort of continually being changed actually ended up making it an amazing album. You know, shout out to anybody who's going to drop down in the comments and say, "But Anthony, it is an amazing album." Yeah, shout out to you. You're the best. All right, Anthony Fantano, The Life of Pablo, revised, mix, forever.
Squidward, do you like internet memes?
No, I don't like internet memes, SpongeBob.
If you did like internet memes, then you should subscribe to That Is The Plan, the best meme channel on YouTube for the memes. That!
Is mayonnaise a meme?
What's up, my React bros? Anthony Actano here, the internet's most reactionary internet man, YouTube man. And isn't my dental game on fleek? You guys know, it's lit. Zip, zip, zoom, zap, bop. Today is a special episode of the Reaction channel, where I'm going to be actually doing a little bit of a you laugh, you lose, I lose. I mean, really, technically, we all lose because I'm making this content and you're watching it. We're all kind of collectively losing here. But I will be losing extra hard because I'm going to be reacting to a certain genre of meme today, and that is SpongeBob memes. There are a lot of different kinds of memes out there on the internet, but some of the most litest kind of memes is the SpongeBob meme. All right, I'm taking a deep breath. I'm not going to try to be laughing because I don't want to lose. I'm going to be taking this very seriously, and I'm not going to laugh because here we go. Let's go. Here's a SpongeBob meme number 1. I didn't even finish reading it when it made me laugh. Senpai, will you notice me? Senpai will never notice you. Oh, lit. That's exactly what it's like. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. Everyone hates you. Don't laugh. I don't want to lose. Oh God, I've already lost, but you gotta keep going. No! Looking at it now again, it's not even funny. Okay.
I hate everything. I'll destroy everything.
Why? I didn't think I would have to do this. But this is getting fucking serious. Oh, please don't laugh. Oh, please don't laugh at this next one. Oh, please don't laugh at this next one. Undertale. This actually is shit. This is not funny. All right, dodge the bullet there. That was some Russian roulette style shit here. Okay, don't laugh. Don't laugh. SpongeBob. Shit. All right, we're not laughing, because if we're laughing, we're losing. Okay. Squidward dumped a 10-inch Weedy in Patrick's poop lagoon. That makes you bleed. It's not good looking. Owie. Owie. All right, we're still trying not to laugh, bros. Okay, this nobody cares. It's not that funny. It's not that funny. We're doing okay. Good boy, good boy. That's how good boys like it.
12.
No. Oh Jesus. Oh, it's not good feeling. Oh, that's the other leg there. Okay, there we go. When Mr. Krab finds out everyone using his picture and he ain't making one penny. Good boy.
Good boy. No laughing. Remember the staple. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Okay, I've seen this one. This is nothing new. But what's the punchline though? Will the punchline send me over the edge? God, I hope not. Oh, this is the kind of meme that I like. Don't do it! Is the common household item mayonnaise a tool for making various sounds? No, it's not. No, it's not. Look at it like it's not a meme. Is the well-known house food condiment mayonnaise, in which consisting of eggs, salt, oil, etc., a type of materialistic item used for dispensing the atmosphere of sounds, certain composition? Okay, yes. Ooh, we made it. You will never understand or love. Not funny. That's bad. The chicken one, there's not even any text on that. And I hate the SpongeBob chicken meme. There you go, guys. You laugh, bros, you lose. Ow, whoa, this one's bleeding quite a bit. This one stopped. And this one is bleeding quite a bit. That's not a good look. Not a good look. All right, guys. I did lose a little bit, but not too much. I didn't lose too much blood. So there you go. You laugh, you lose. Ha!